Selling on Amazon completely changed my life. For instance, I woke up this morning around 3 a.m. But because I work for myself now, I was able to actually go back asleep. It took me 3 hours to fall back asleep. I was able to go back asleep at 6 a.m. and wake back up at 9 a.m. I didn't always sell on Amazon. Back when I quit my job about 5 years ago, I started an e-commerce website called Dancewear, a dance clothing company. And at first, we just sold on our own website. Obviously, I was persuaded to sell on Amazon. I met a friend, I had a few different friends actually, that are very, very successful at selling on Amazon. And they kind of convinced me that life is much easier when you're selling on Amazon. So I created my first true Amazon product and it has changed everything. Today's Tuesday and every Tuesday I work on Performance Nut Butter, my Amazon company. And so I wanted to show you what a typical day of being an Amazon FBA seller looks like, as well as what I think the biggest mistake I made for the first 4 or 5 years of being an entrepreneur was and how you can fix it. Let's get into the tactics. Despite sleeping in, I started out my day pretty much like I start out any normal day, normal morning routine. And since I only work on Performance Nut Butter 1 day a week, I try to always do something new, big for my business. But today I have just a lot of small tasks to get done. And to be honest, it's a little overwhelming. I woke up and I actually did have some pretty strong anxiety. See, the thing is, when you work for somebody else, if you're late or whatever, it's not that big of a deal. You don't really care. But for me, if I wake up late, I put a lot of pressure on myself and I think, oh, I gotta get all this stuff done. The truth is, when you are your own boss, you don't always have to get everything done that's on your list that you want to get done. But still, as I mentioned, I woke up and I did have that anxiety. So it is nice to sleep in, but I personally like to get up early and just get a start on the day. I wrote out all the tasks that I want to get done today, and now it's time to actually get started with work. And usually, to be honest, working on an Amazon business can be kind of boring to watch because it's just me working on a computer. It's lunchtime and I had some friends message me, and I guess we're gonna go meet at Erewhon Market. And Erewhon Market is this high-end marketplace, somewhere that actually eventually I wanna get Performance Nut Butter into. So I might give out a few samples as well while I'm there. After lunch, my friends and I decided to hit up the beach for a little bit, play some spike ball. Now, normally I don't, on the days that I'm working on Performance Nut Butter, I don't spend half the day getting lunch with friends and going to the beach. But once again, I guess, and this is totally spontaneous, I guess that is one of the benefits of being an Amazon FBA seller or being any kind of an entrepreneur, is you can decide that, hey, you know what, I can always work tomorrow, or I can always work a day on the weekend if I feel like I need to. So I'm gonna get back to work. I still have a whole list of things to do, so I'm gonna get some of that stuff done. So that's pretty much a typical day. Ariana, my girlfriend, just got home, so we decided to go on a little walk. And tonight we're actually gonna go get some happy hour, get some dinner, or at least some appetizers, and then go do some salsa, which is something we've done before and we've been wanting to do again, but we just found a new place to do that. So I didn't get done everything that I wanted to get done. I didn't even get everything done half. And so I'm probably gonna end up working a little bit tomorrow, since I did spend so much time today on the beach. And once again, I don't always do that, but that was just a fun thing to do. So the big lesson I've learned in the last 5 years of being an entrepreneur, and the big thing I wanna tell everybody watching this, is it's all about the relationships you have. Because it's so easy to think that you can do this on your own, that you can, conquer the world on your own. But let me tell you from experience, what you'll end up doing is locking yourself in your room and just working and kind of draining yourself. And having the ability today for me, for instance, to go get lunch with my friends and then go to the beach was a total reset. When I got back to work, all that anxiety that I was feeling earlier in the day will completely diminish. And usually back in the day on a Tuesday night, I'd find myself in my room just working and burning myself out. But instead, we're gonna go get some food, get some drinks, and do some salsa. So make sure as you're grinding, as you're being an entrepreneur, that you're still developing and building and enjoying the relationships around you.